and gentlemen. The main event is about to begin. I am going to introduce our host, who is going to run us through our pizza building exercise tonight. Everybody give it up for Frank. By the way, in addition to being a chef, this is all of his artwork, all of his paintings.
Pizza pasta, and the reason why is that's what I see, so that's what I paint. So, pizza's been around since the Roman Empire, and the Roman soldiers, what they used to do was they used their helmets to make the dough, and then they used their shields to bake the crust. Whatever they'd find was the toppings that went on a pizza, and that's how pizza began. Then, back in the late 1800s, Italy had a revolution, and the Queen of Italy had never had pizza. So she asked, where's the best pizza? And they told her it's in Naples. They go, there's this town in Naples where this family, where the family Esposito makes pizza. So she hopped on her carriage from Piemonte, went down to Naples, found Rafael Esposito, and he made her 3 kinds of pizzas. The pizza she chose was one that had tomato, basil, and fresh mozzarella. She hopped on her carriage and went back to Piemonte in northern Italy. When she gets there, she goes, I have to ask them what kind of pizza that was. So she hops on her carriage again. We're talking late 1800s, so they didn't have Ferraris back then to go down real quick. They had horsepower, so they used real horses. So she gets on her carriage, goes back to Naples, finds the guy. She goes, what kind of pizza is that? He goes, the pizza that I made you is named after you, Margherita. So if you ever hear about pizza margherita, it's named after the Queen of Italy, Margherita. And me, I've been making pizza since I was a little kid. So I moved out here, opened up this restaurant, and named it after my grandma. Nona is grandma, Maria was her name. So that's what made me come out here and do this. Was I love pizza, and I see pizza all the time, and I love painting. So when I'm not cooking, I'm painting, as you can see. Today I'm gonna bring out some crusts and toppings. You're gonna make your own pizza. Now you're working in groups, so you're gonna have to compromise a little. Everybody can split the pizza up in different sections, or put the toppings evenly across, but that's the hard part, is you're gonna have to compromise, okay? When you put the sauce on a pizza, you want to leave a little bit of an edge so that the toppings don't go all over the place. So you need that little barrier, okay? Now, does anybody know why they twirl pizzas or dough? Why do they twirl the dough?
Will it flatten out?
It flattens it out.
Make it circular?
Kind of make it circular.
Is it fun?
Makes it airy.
Kind of show off a little. But the main reason why they twirl the crust is because the more toppings you put on the pizza, the thinner the center needs to be so that it cooks evenly. But today a lot of people use it for showing off, and they don't know why, what's the purpose of it. But the main purpose is so that the pizza cooks evenly. And the more you throw it, the larger it gets, the thinner the crust gets. And as you can see, it's paper thin. And that's why pizza dough is twirled. It's basically to make sure that the toppings cook nice and evenly and the crust cooks evenly. So, any questions on pizza?
Never seen so much food.
No? Yes?
Why is it called pizza?
That's what they call it. That's just the name. There really is no explanation why. I think probably the first guy who came up with the idea,
His name pizza.
yeah, was probably named Pizza. So they said, but it might derive from the meaning to stick on, pizzicare, or because whatever they find, they throw on. So they get a pinch of this, pinch of that, and throw it on the crust. So that may be the reason why. I don't know officially, but that's my opinion why they call it pizza. Any other questions?
I heard in Italy, pizza is a food for the poor people. Is that true?
Pizza originally was served out in the streets. when it first came out. And it wasn't until the Queen went down to Naples that they officially started opening up pizzerias. I have a painting here on the side where you'll see some children eating pizza and a guy cutting pizza out in the street. That's how it used to be served. Once the Queen had pizza, it became something for folks to go out, dine in, and eat. The first president to have pizza, I did a painting of the presidents, the first and the current president that ate pizza. The first president that ate pizza was Eisenhower. Eisenhower was also the first president to visit Italy. And the first president to have pizzas brought to the White House was Kennedy, because he discovered pizzas when he was going to college. And he goes, I like this a lot, I want to be brought in the White House. And he was the first one to bring pizzas to the White House. So that's the start of how pizza started getting to Washington. Yes?
Did you make the statues?
I did not make the statues. But I did make the bottled statues up on the wall. Any other questions? Then we're going to bring out some crusts. Remember, you're going to work as a team, as a unit. Make your own pizza, and then I'll cook them for you, all right? So we'll get busy.
How many?